Good afternoon, students. I can see three attendees here, Fatma, Nirav, and Rishabh. Welcome on this platform. I think so. I'm going to wait a little more, just 1 minute or so to start because I just would like to wait for more participants to join. Let's see, then we are just going to start it. Now I think so we should start. It's almost 8:02. Now it's going to take 1 hour almost to finish this all the second module. So today we are just going to focus on the listening module of IELTS. I'm Saira Asad, linguistic expert. This is the second session of IELTS, and it's going to be followed by two more sessions on the coming Fridays. And looking forward to you all to be there for for the preparation of this IELTS modules. So today, what we are going to learn from this webinar session, this is basically the second is totally dependent on the listening module, in which tips to imagining the situation and identifying question and answers. These are all going to be a part of this presentation. I would like you to have a look and to get yourself familiar with all sort of questions and the strategies and the tips for solving those questions which are going to be a part of this listening module. What we are going to cover in this presentation. This guide is going to be, given to you on the IELTS listening, and it's going to address all the issues and going to provide you the key strategies for improving your listening grades. It is going to be based on the four sections. Step by step, I'm going to focus on those all four sections of IELTS listening, and the direction is also going to be given to you for listening the questions. The pattern of IELTS listening section. How the IELTS listening section is going to be. There is going to be a recording, actually, the listening, all is going to be focused on the listening. You are going to, maybe you are going to have headphones, the recording is going to be heard by you, or maybe in the sort of a tape recorder that's going to be played in front of the whole class or in front of the whole candidates, you're going to listen that. So this listening module is basically, based on to enhance your listening skills and to develop the strategies to enhance your listening skills. So how the IELTS listening section is going to be? The listening module actually takes about 40 minutes, and it's consisting of 4 sections, and each section has 10 questions. And the pattern of academic and the training for the general training candidates is going to be the same, a little bit difference in the questions. For the academic means academic related questions are going to be, maybe it's going to be, like from the history, from the arts, that means it's going to be academic. If it's going to be from the general training section, maybe there's going to be a description about the machine, something like that. That means that's going to be a sort of a training. So basically the pattern of both academic and the training papers is the same. Approximately 30 minutes of the time is devoted to the listening to the recordings and attempting to the answers. And how you're going to do it? Okay, you are first of all, you're going to have a question sheet, also book sheet, and an answer book sheet. So what you are going to do, first of all, you're going to look at the questions, read the questions with a concentration. You have at least, few seconds, 10 seconds or so, because you're going to have an idea, you're going to make up your mind what sort of recording you're going to listen afterwards. And as soon as you're going to have a look of the question, then there's going to be a recording, then you will be able to grab the information more quickly. So you have to be very focused, because the recording is going to be played only once. On the question booklet, you will see all sort of instructions and the questions you need to answer. It is separate from the answer sheet, as I already given you the briefing that there is a question sheet and an answer sheet, two things. First of all, you are going to work with your recordings, you're going to listen to that and the question sheet. Don't touch the answer sheet at this moment. On the question booklet, all the instructions are going to be there. You have to read the questions carefully, follow the instructions. On the answer sheet, you will be writing the answers at the end. The written answers on the answer sheet will only be marked. 10 minutes for transferring the answers at the end. After hearing your recording, there's going to be, at the end, you're going to be given 10 minutes to shift your answer from the question sheet, because as soon as at that time, when you were listening to the recording, you will be writing on the questions, answers to the questions on the question booklet. Then at the end, you will shift your questions on the answer sheet. I would like you to have a glimpse of an answer sheet. It is going to be like this. It's a sample answer sheet of the IELTS listening exam. And the question, you have to be very much particular and focused. You have to write the same answer of the question. See, the one, you're answering the question number one, you have to answer rightly at the front of this one. Otherwise it's going to be marked wrongly. You have to be very, very careful in doing that. Then I would like you to have, have a glimpse of the marks against your band, just to give you a general idea how your marks are going to be calculated. The below table indicating the average number of marks required to achieve a particular band score in listening, academic, or general training reading. Band score, if you're there, as I already told you, 40 questions in the listening session. So if you're going to attempt rightly 16 questions out of 40, you will be able to get 5 band. Just giving you a general idea. As much your answers are going to be correct, you're going to get a better band. So 23 out of 40, you will be able to get 6, 30 out of 40, 7, 35 out of 40, 8 band, and the highest is 9. So always think of the best and struggle hard and look for the best. And these all sessions, the main thing is to develop your skill in recognizing the exact answers as per the questions. So for these all sessions, the practice is must. The familiarity and the making of the strategy for attempting the question, this is the main logic behind these all sessions. So you have to craft yourself. You have to make yourself aware about all the questions. You should be mentally prepared before attempting all that questions, because there's going to be a time limit. In that, you're going to be very much focused and going to answer to the point. Then Challenging in listening sessions, yes, the students do face challenges because of a variety of reasons. Because the recording is going to be heard only once, and the listening passage proceeds to the difficult questions step by step, and the familiarity with the variety of questions must be practiced. Focus on answering the questions well. Try to develop the skills for predicting answers by analyzing the questions. Recording will be in various range of accents. So by practice, you will be able to recognize and make yourself familiar with the different accents. So practice is the main thing to get yourself equipped or with all these obstacles that you're going to face in that, and to manage all those challenges in time, uh, because this is your basic aim of the time to do all the questions in time, and by making a wonderful strategy without wasting your time for getting the best band in this. The test overview, I would like you to focus on the test overview, how it's going to be. As from the first slide, I'm also giving you the glimpses of this, but I would like you to have, to enforce these all points. Four sections, as I told you, the listening session. Two sections are concerned with the social needs. First two sections, social needs, the questions are going to be related with the social needs. I'm going to give you the examples. What does it mean? The other two sections are going to be concerned with the situations that are related to education or training context. The topics of IELTS listening are designed for both academic and training candidates, and normally the topics of the general interest are taken. You will listen a range of English accents and dialects in the recordings, and that reflects the international usage of IELTS by candidates. So at the end, the conclusion out of it is that you have to get your practice yourself, make yourself familiar with the different accents also. And at the end, I will give you some websites addresses also, from where you can get the online practice test also, to get yourself familiar with that. Recordings. What sort of recordings you're going to listen in these sessions? Okay, as I told you, first two sections are going to be related to the social needs. The other two are going to be from the educational and the training sessions. Social needs context, in which you will be maybe you will be hearing a conversation between two people. They must be talking about related to the travel arrangements, booking accommodation, or a journal telephonic conversation to be talking about on a journal, engine news. You will be hearing one person is talking about something. Maybe it is in the form of a speech at the university or campus, and they are talking about the cafeteria. Some principal is making a speech or giving a speech to the students, and in which he's highlighting about the news of the cafeteria, how they have developed, and what are the new things introduced there. This sort of thing comes into the social needs. In educational training context, maybe up to 4 people talking about some educational a matter. You can take it in that the teachers are talking about that and how they're going to do it. All the conversation comes in that. Yes, welcome back. I'm sorry, I think so. The connection was disconnected. Now I can see. Yes, six participants in my class right now. Yes, now coming back to the point where I left, the fourth point, academic subject, where I can see one person is talking about and or giving a lecture to the students about some updated academic activities. So that comes in that context. You're going to hear different type of recordings on the questions are based, and you're going to answer. So it is all about the listening. You're going to listen to the recording, you're going to answer the questions, and then after, at the end, you're going to shift your answers to the answer sheet. Okay, how to attempt the questions, attempting questions. The instructions will be there on the questions, how you are going to attempt the questions, and that are supposed to be followed very strictly. And the examples are also going to be there. The instructions will be very easy. This time will be given, the time will be given to read the questions and enter your answers on the answer sheet. Firstly, you will enter your answers, as I told you, yes, and afterwards you're going to shift your answers to the answer sheet. 1 mark is awarded for each of the 40 items. And overall, that's IELTS, 4 sections is comprising of 40 questions. So mark to each question is given. So you have to be very much particular about that in answering the questions. Then strategies for attempting the questions. You have to make a strategy how you're going to attempt each question without wasting your time. Each listening question type has unique features. The basic approach to each question is going to be the same, but you have to be very much proceed with the question, what the question is asking from you. There are 3 things you must do for each set of questions. First of all, you're going to have a question in front of you. You're going to read, yes, you're going to read quickly, you skim the questions quickly, and then you're going to get an idea what the recording is going to be about. Then afterward, you're going to hear the recording. So first analyzing the questions, 30 to 40 seconds, then predict the answers. As soon as you're going to read the questions, definitely in your mind, you're going to start predicting your answers, without listening to the audio at this time. Then afterwards, you have got a little picture about the audio. Then afterward, you're going to track the question and answers from the audio. And on that time, what you're going to do on your question, you're going to underline the keywords, main focus points. What is the question is asking from you to answer. So the key words or phrases are going to be highlighted at this time. There are 7 types of questions in this exam. Multiple choice questions, short answers questions, sentence completion, notes, summaries, diagrams, flowchart, table completion, labeling a diagram which has number parts, classification, and matching. So I would like you to have a look of each question in detail, and how you're going to make a strategy for attempting those questions, and how you're going to improve your listening skill. Listening test practice. In this at this time, I would like you to have a, have to have experience about a recording. I'm just going to, share a recording also. Then you are going to have an idea what sort of recording you're going to experience. You're going to hear a conversation between a hotel receptionist and a customer who has arrived there to make a booking. First, look into the questions for a few seconds, then proceed with the recording. When you have done listening to recording, then answer the given questions. And follow the questions that they're requiring 3 words or 2 words. I'm going to share a recording with you. I would like you to focus on the recording a little bit just to have an idea of how Okay, I hope so. The recording was clear to you to give an idea how the recording is going to be about. I would like you to wanted you to listen to this. And now there are a few questions they're designed on this recording sample question that one person has just called the receptionist for getting the information about the booking. So the question may be in the form of this table, maybe in the form of a question and answer. So the sample is in front of you. You're going to have an idea what you have heard. You're going to answer the questions. Length of the stay, 3 nights. Few of the answers have been filled. Few are left. Then what is left? Price inclusive of number 2. Okay, that is also left. Number 1, I can see ages of children. Okay, we have heard. But when you were hearing the audio, you were supposed to focus on your question sheet and you were supposed to write the answer in front of the question. So what we have caught at that he was talking about 9 and 12 years old children. You're going to mention in number 1. Then they want us to answer price inclusive for tax. Yes, he was asking about the price which of a room, a rent of a room, which must be including all the expense, all other details, all other taxes also. So what the reception has told him, so you have to answer over here. So then date of birth 1968. No, in the recording we have heard he also mentioned 15th of October 1968. Okay, and the postcode, yes, he mentioned, if you listen the whole recording, the postcode was also mentioned over there. So that is going to be written as I've written WC2D5JV, all the details which were over there. I was writing over on in front of my questions, and I just put it over there. So in this way, you are going to attempt your question. That means you have to be very much alert in solving these all questions. So for that all, you have to be alert, focused, and to have a strategy in front of you. Then the first question, that is a multiple choice question, how you're going to attempt it. It is going to be in the form of one statement and with the options. But make sure you write the correct answer type in front of each question. If they are giving if they are in front of you in the form of ABC, as I have written, so you have to mention A is correct or B is correct, whatever the correct answer is this. So you have to remember, if 1, 2, 3 is written with the options, you have to mention the same number. Sometimes students mistakenly write the words or numbers that comes after the letters or the answer sheet, and therefore answer is incorrect. So you have to be very much conscious about this. Whatever is mentioned over there, you have to write the same thing. uh, I'm just going to quote the example. If Americans had an extra day per week, they would spend it. Number A option, working harder. Number B option, building relationships. Number C, sharing family meals. So the three options have been given. When you're going to hear the recording, you're going to answer as per the recording. But over here, you can make assumptions also. If American had an extra day per week, they would spend sharing family meals. Normally we have heard and we have seen this all, but when you are going to hear that, what the person or the people are talking about, you are going to opt that answer. That is going to be correct. This all dependent on your recording and your listening skills, what you are extracting from that. So it is difficult to answer the correct word without listening. By applying useful tips, you can predict the answer. For instance, a few of the answer choices relate to the building relationships, sharing meals, working together. It's a general information that is given in the question. You can predict that, and when you're going to hear the same, in the recording, you're going to be very much sure, oh, that's correct, or that just matches with our understanding, the general understanding. If the speaker focuses the discussion on the connection between time and personal relations, you will get an idea, what he is talking about. Is it matching our, points or our predictions? So it's very easy. It's predicting the answer before listening to the audio. This is a skill. So the correct answer will be from the answer choices. What are the choices in the questions, that is going to be. But your prediction is a separate thing. But this is a skill. But your answers are going to be chosen from these options. These kinds of predictions can help you in making decisions when you listen to the audio. When you predict these all, that enhance your skills. But you can't, whatever you predicted, that can't be written over there, but that's going to be chosen from the given options. So this is a focus point on attempting multiple choice questions. Short answers questions. Okay, remember, read the directions first. Whatever the question is asking from you, you have to follow this all. The word or the number the question is requiring you to write, you have to be very much specific to that. You have to write one number or one letter or two letters or two words. The instructions must be followed. Usually you will have to find the detailed information related to some category. The conversation is, you're hearing the conversation in the audio, and there's a detailed information. You're going to scratch the desired information from that conversation. Example: what two types of tree cannot survive in a desert environment? Okay, first of all, what you are going to do, The question is in front of you. You have just going to read it quickly and underline the words. What types of tree? What types of tree? Okay, underline it. Cannot survive in a desert environment. Okay, cannot survive desert environment. We have underlined it. Now we have made up of the mind. When you're going to listen to the audio, when it's going to be there, you're going to catch that information immediately. You know what exactly you are requiring. By underlining, you are highlighting, you are making up your mind what sort of information you are looking for from the audio. This is the main tip of making up your mind for answering the short answers questions. I would like you to have a look at the sample questions that are in front of you. They may be like this. As the question is asking, write no more than 3 words or a number for each answer. So, what 2 factors can make social contact in a foreign country difficult? They have given you, you have to answer that for 2 factors that when you're going to hear the recording, there must be some factor, the discussion about the factors. So you're going to write them. Why the numbers are here, 11, 12, 13, 14? Because in the answer sheet you're going to have a section to answer this 11. What is going to be the answer? You're going to shift the same number, whatever in here, maybe the option A, option B, something like that. You're going to shift it over there. You have to be very much particular. You have to use your intelligence in shifting carefully your answers to the answer sheet from the question booklet. So number 2, which types of community group does the speaker give examples of? Theater or other thing? That's all dependent on your recording, what is going to be there. So for this, for each question, it's really difficult to make you hear all sort of recordings, but one example I wanted you to hear it. I gave you the example. So this is the way how to make your strategy in answering the questions, and all sort of recordings are going to be like the same which you heard earlier in my one of my the previous slides of mine. Now, maybe there's going to be a question about a sentence completion. How you're going to attempt this question? Sentence completion questions are short answer questions. Therefore, it's important to follow the instructions for the word and the number counts, whatever the question is asking from you. As the name suggests, this question type requires you to complete a sentence with a short answer at the end. You have to complete the sentence. There's going to be a blank at the end of the sentence. You have to listen to the audio and then answer the question. The sentence will be paraphrased in these questions, or you are going to hear something the same in the passage, but you are going to get an idea what was discussing in that. And here you can write in your own word, but you are going to be very specific. You're going to be very specific about the word limit that's supposed to be written in that blank. The exact word will not be in the recording. You have to find the most suitable word for answering this question. Yes, you have to be particular about that. You have to understand the meaning, what is they are asking, and the same word can't be there, but you are going to use the paraphrased word for that blank. The sentences will provide a lot of information to make predictions. In particular, it's often possible to get information about the grammatical form of answers. Maybe some of the blanks required, to be filled in by verbs, nouns, adverbs, adjectives, something like that. So you have to be very much, conscious about that, is that the sentence showing is correct according to the grammatical rules. Is it sounding rightly? You have to be very much particular about that also. Maybe a sentence only these noun, verb, adjective, with by adding this, all the sentence can be completed. So you have to be very conscious about this all, what to fill in, and you have to understand the meaning of the sentence. Just have a look at the sample sentence completion. And the instructions are no more than 2 words for each answers. Okay. The study with the Open University demanded a great deal of, okay, dash, whatever is in the recording. Maybe the study with the Open University demanded a great deal of competition, you can say that. Okay, maybe the word is used over there, then you're going to match it. Is this right? Whatever is in the recording, is it talking about some competition or a tough, you're going to use the same thing. Studying and working at the same time improve Rachel's dash skills. You're whatever in the recording, you're going to choose a paraphrased word which is going to depict the same meaning like the recording. So in this form, sentence completion is going to be in front of you. Now we have questions like note, summary, diagram, flow charts, table completion. Okay, and these all sort of questions involving visuals with missing labels, and you will have to fill in based on the recording given. And one can get a lot of clues by the visuals also, and by looking at the questions. They are self-descriptive actually. When the visuals are also in front of you, they are well descriptive, and you're going to figure it out. Oh, what the question is asking from you. Before listening to the audio. If you're answering a map, for example, when you look at the map, you're going to look at the location of the first question, then look at the map to see where the following questions are located. The questions order will be analyzed, in which the visual is described by the speaker. Maybe the question maybe not be in the first place, maybe at the middle of the questions. You're going to locate the location, what they are asking, how the conversation is started, in the audio. You have to be very quick. You have to go along with the audio and with the questions. You have to relocate yourself. Maybe the fourth question, maybe they were discussing initially. You have to write another question book. Okay, first I think they are talking, and maybe afterwards they are going to talk about the first question. You have to follow all the locations that are describing in the audio. Then sample of notes are in front of you. The question is going to be, okay, predict the type of word you need to find. We are going to have a look. First of all, the question is in front of us. We are just going to skim the question. You're going to idea what we are going to do. Okay, Antarctica, there is a blank also. You're going to fill the words, and the question shows no more than 3 words or a number for each answer. Okay, what we are going to do, we are going to underline the words, keywords, and then going to look for the paraphrased words also. When you're going to listen to the audio, maybe the same words are not going to be used for this particular blank. You have to find the most suitable, as I previously explained to you. You have to find that, and we are going to look for the relevant part of the passage for answers. World, for example, Antarctica. Okay, world's highest, coldest, and windiest continent, more than dash times as big as the UK. When you're going to hear the recording, first of all, you have a question of what sort of information you're looking for. Now, okay, you're going to click that they are asking as big as the UK, 58 times, that's a particular number is given in the audio. You're going to write it down here. Now you before listening to the audio, you know what sort of information you're looking for. The next question also, most of the area is classified as, okay, classified as the, when you hear the word desert. they were talking about the desert. That is the most suitable word that should be over here. So you have to be very quick in paraphrasing, just to understand what was the topic, what they were talking about. You have to be focused, and then you will be able to get a very good band in that. So to practice, again, practice required for solving this and making a strategy. Then I would like you to have a look of the sample of the summary. You have to read the summary first and then predict the answer. The same like that. The question is in front of you. You are reading the question first, have an idea quickly, then listen to the audios and fill the blanks with the given details. Maybe you are going to be given a list of words also. You're going to choose those words and going to place it in the blanks also. So for attempting this sort of question, the strategy you are going to make it is to skim the summary, scan the test, identify keywords, recognize and paraphrase, and at the end use context to make predictions, and maybe the paraphrased words are going to be there, maybe in sort of like in the given example on the slide, maybe you're going to choose one of the word for this blank, that it can be any sort of that. Whatever over there, you're going to do A, B, C, D. You're going to write, okay, G for the one. The wheel is one invention that has had a major impact on dash aspects of life. Aspects. Oh yes, I think the fundamental. You can write G over here. You're not supposed to write all the fundamental, all the spelling over here. You have to very much particular, because the question is asking from you to write A, B, C, D, E. You have to label like that. So you have to. If they are going to say you have to choose the whole word, yes, you're going to. The whole spelling is going to be written, but you have to very much careful. You're writing the correct spelling or not. Then sample of the diagram. Just have a look of the diagram, and the question is going to be like that. You're going to figure out, oh, they are looking for us to label the diagram. So it is all dependent on the audio, the whole description in the audio, and then you're going to figure it out. Maybe they may be talking about that. From the from the seminar room on the right side, or maybe the direction they were talking about, some direction. There are computers lying there. That was a much conversation going over there. Some instructor was informing other visitors on the seminar room. As you move ahead, you're going to have computers room. And you get that. Oh yes. In the town libraries, after the seminar room, the computer rooms are there. You just write C, immediately C over here. You have to go along with the recording. You have to pick up the recording. Maybe next time they're going to talk about not exactly the 15th point. Maybe they're talking about the library office. Just go down on the south side of this, library. You're going to see they're talking about the library office. You have to pick up the points. Then they may be talking about from the library office. I would like to tell you the library desk is over there, and the nearby is a meeting room also. Meeting room also. The closest room, 12 number. Meeting room. Then you can put E there. They're a little bit. You have to follow and go along with the audio. What they are going to describe you. If you are not, if you miss something, leave that. Go for the next one. If you are still struggling for the previous one, you're going to lose the other one also. So whatever is coming, you have to be very quick in that. So you have to get yourself familiar with these sort of questions. Then you will be able to have the conversation and able to scratch the desired information from the conversation. Then I would like to have a flow chart. There is a flow chart in front of us. Read the instructions, okay, and what the question is asking. No more than one word or a number for each, okay, or a number for each answer, okay, and make predictions before hearing the recording and think about the similar words. Okay, just go through the heading, getting a grant from the small business agency. Okay, we have got an idea what this flow chart is about. Okay, devise a business dash. This, okay, and ask dash to check it. I'm just reading the questions to giving, to make up my mind what sort of questions maybe, or what sort of conversation is going to be in the audio, send it to SPA, okay, go to dash if you are successful, receive up to, oh, you were getting an idea, receive up to 10 pounds, or 10 is the number of pounds. Okay, there's some figure must be over there in the audio. Okay, now hear the recording. Now when you're going to hear the recording, you're going to pick up the points. Devise a business strategy. Maybe the word strategy was used, or if the exact word can be used, or you can use the same, just similar word, plan. You can use a plan. Ask a dash to check in. Okay. Ask a bank to check it, something like that. When you're going to listen carefully, then you will be able to figure out the exact answer. So table completion sample that is in front of you. There are the gaps, and you have to fill the answers. The table will be made of columns and rows containing information. The subject matter could be almost anything, but you have to have a good strategy for answering the questions. For example, there's a telephonic conversation between a clerk and an inquiry desk of a transport company, and a person is asking for information, in the audio. The sample question is going to be in front of you like this in the form of a column. You have to figure it out. Most of the columns are filled in. A few of have been missed. So it's giving you a very clear picture of what you're looking exactly for from the audio. So, and the question, no more than 3 words and on. Okay, we have to be very much particular. They just need 1 to 3 words. Okay, Monday, Tuesday, 7:30 event. Venue ticket. On the first, they need the venue. On the second, Wednesday, Canadian film, there must be some name. Ticket price, there must be a price mentioned in the audio. You're going to fill that out. Saturday and Sunday, timing is there. Art exhibition, what sort of exhibition, must be the name there. Gallery and free. Okay, these are the things which we require. We got an idea, listen to the audio. Then when you listen to the audio, you will be able to grab the exact information which we are looking for and which we have predicted in our mind, and the exact things, without wasting a time. And then you will be able to go with that audio and filling the answers on your question papers first. And at the end, the time is going to be given to you 10 minutes to shifting your answers. Labeling a diagram which has numbered parts. How you're going to label diagrams? Okay, word limit, follow the word limits. Here again, the same instructions of the questions must be followed. Vocabulary of location, and start and finish. There's going to be description where you are standing. There's a building, and there's going to be description about that. You are standing on the north of this building, something like that. You have to understand where which is the starting point, the finishing point. Understand the context. Listen carefully at the beginning. And the speaker will give you all the context. The description is all in your audio, so you have to be very careful. Predict the answers. Pay particular attention to things close by. Whatever the description is, they must be, as I earlier told you about the library. You were predicting about the things. Oh, the library is here. And they are talking about just next to the library there is a some computer rooms or seminar room, whatever is describing or telling you in the audio. You have to follow that. Pay attention to the other clues in them. For example, they are talking about the map. You have to be very much careful about that. And and then north, south, directions, north, south, east, west. They must be talking about that. They must be talking about from the directions point of view. There's a south of this, if you're standing on this north of the platform, then maybe they are going to describe you. There's a starting point, and then they're going to ask you on the south of the of the railway station or wherever. They're describing the question. There's a cafe, so you have to match the things. You have to go along that, and you know the directions, and maybe there's a compass in front of you, maybe there's a drawn compass in front of you. So you have to follow all that, and concentrating on two questions at once. There's something you should always do in the listening test. If you hear the question to question 16, you will know, you will miss 15. So you have to go along with the questions, whatever is describing to you. You have to go along with that. Otherwise, if you miss something, you're going to miss two questions. You have to follow as per the recording. Don't stop. This is the tip. I would like to have you have a look of that. Then you're going to get an idea how to label the diagram. So you can see that in the middle, they are telling tower, and you are here. They're describing you. Then they may be telling you that the south of the tower. You are standing the south of the tower, and then you're going to see on the north side there is a lake. You should be aware about that. Where is the lake? You're going to label the lake on the north side. Oh, there's a lake at the top. It's good. The directions are going to be described like this, and you're going to label that. But not the whole labeling is going to be required. Maybe some few blanks are going to be missed. You are going to name that indoor arena, like that stadium. What is this? They're going. The list of words are also going to be given to you. Maybe they're going to be given to you. You're going to pick any one of them from to fill that blanks. Then come on to the classification. These questions require to classify the information, asked to identify, one of the classification of each item in the list of the statements. Okay, have a look of the statements first. And they are asking, write the appropriate letters in the box 1 to 4 on your answer sheet. Okay, answer sheet, we are going to 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, what is right? You maybe, classify the statement. You may be the same option can be applied to all of them also. It is up to you and to your recording, what you were hearing in the recording. The biggest spenders on personal travel, the countries' names are given to you by USJ, initials are there. Okay, we got an idea roughly in our mind. Predict the answer. We have predicted the answer. Had the greatest number of international travelers in 2002. Okay, take the majority of the holidays in Western Europe. Employ the most people in the tourist industry. Okay, we have got an idea what we are talking about. The biggest spenders of personal travel, US, United States. When we are going to hear the recording, the answer is going to be there. We are going to be very much. You can write US, and over there on the answer sheet, they ask you to write 1 to 4. Okay, you have to classify by the statement, this belongs to this country, and the whole of the you have to refer to these the countries with the initials also. So this is the glimpse of the classification question is going to be in front of you, to just to make you aware how you're going to solve the question when it's going to be like this. Matching. This type of question usually appears in 1 and 2, the third section, sorry. For first section and third section, usually it comes in those. The recording is in form of conversation between 2 or more people, and 2 sets of information. You have to match the, the statements or the information which are similar. This type assesses the skills of listening in detail. It also assesses the ability of students, how much he is able to recognize the relations and the connections between the facts, in listening test. And how you're going to do that, the few of the tips you have to follow, that you have to read instructions carefully, skim the question and answer. The basic rule is skim question and answers first. Okay, questions first and answers choices. There should be plenty of time to do so, so there's not too much to read. So underline the keywords, phrases, and they are only brief list. You may be you may not do this, and instead spend more time on the next step. Start to predict answers by looking at the grammatical clues to help match questions. Yes, predicting the answers. And for example, singular must match singular, plural must match plural. You have to match the things, underline, present, which you are looking for. I'm just going to give you the example also, then you are going to make up your mind what we are talking about. There is an example in front of you. Task type and format. In this type, takers are required to match a numbered list of items from the listening test to a set of options on the question paper. The set of options may be criteria of some kind. Many variations of task type are possible with regards and type of options to be matched. Okay, question is in front of you. You have to write A, B, C. Okay, next to the question. Okay, the options are at the bottom. You have to match them. What do these friends think about the options? They have to entertain themselves at the center of the town. Okay, option one, they all want to go there. What's going to be the answer? They all want to go there. Cinema, pizza, theater, Luna Park, or mall shopping. When we are going to hear the recording, you are going to listen that they all want to go there. Where? Shopping mall. Oh, yes, that's cool. So on the 20th shopping mall, you are going to write in front of that A. Yes, the people who are talking about in the audio about they all want to go to the shopping mall. Okay, none of them wants to go there. None of them wants to go. Okay, cinema. They must be talking about cinema in the audio. Okay, you're going to write B in front of 16 cinema. So it is going to be followed like this. So sample matching is in front of you. There's going to be a little bit changes, maybe a little bit changes in the formattings. When you know the strategies and the tips, and when you're going to understand the question, what the question is asking for you, from you, you are going to, attempt it more cleverly and more focusedly. A few of the references of the websites, I would like you to have a look at these all for your practice sessions. They're going to give you a lot of guidelines where you must all be having the books from the offices about the IELTS. But for online practice, these are very helpful websites. You can have a look at these also. Then, if you have more question and answers, please write it down in the question and answer sessions. I'm just going to, if you have more questions and more ambiguities. Otherwise, I'm available to answer your questions on the email and regarding all IELTS, about the grammatical, if you have some problems about the grammar. So we will, start. We are planning to start that grammar classes also, but it all depended on you also, because IELTS, you have to practice for the IELTS. But when you're going to, have a lot of mistakes in the grammar side, then I definitely recommend my students to go for the grammar classes from a scratch. You have to get enrolled yourself for improving that, for understanding the other, all these parts of speeches or English language better when you're going to fix your main basic problem. So after having this all concluding remarks, a few of the points that's going to be reinforced at this point, that you have to read instructions and questions carefully. Write no more than 2 words, like or 3 words. The instructions are going to be followed. You're going to use your peer language in predicting your answers. And first of all, you're going to write your answers on the question book sheet, and at the end, after listening to the audio, then you are going to shift your answers on the answer sheet. Now, you have to be careful about your spelling and grammar, and be conscious about the time. If you are writing a lot, you will going to be you're going to manage your time properly in attempting the whole questions of 4 sections. Then be focused, as audio will be played once and action will be required to be taken immediately. And so these are the main focus points and the skills, strategies, and the tips that you have to be focused upon before going for your IELTS listening examination. Basically, first three sessions of examinations of IELTS are held in one day, except speaking that is mostly planned for a separate day. So I say all of you to good luck for the preparation of your IELTS listening examination, and looking forward all of you in the coming sessions. May I have any questions from your side if you have, or you can leave your questions in the question and answer session. You can leave your comments, and I'm here. And related to more queries, I have given the email contact also. You can leave your queries over there. And I'm highly glad to have you all on this platform, and looking forward to all of you in the coming session. Anybody has any question related to that? You can leave in the question and answer. Okay, I think so. Let me. Okay. Yes, there is a question that you will be given time to read the questions of the book. Okay, normally for that, that is from. Okay. Yes. Normally, they are not going to give you, immediately the time. You have to be clever enough to answer those, questions before they, play the audio. You are going to have a time. Immediately, they're not going to, play the audio. You're going to have at least 30, 40 seconds. You just for skimming the questions. The answer question sheet is in front of you. The answer sheet is in front of you. You have a little time. Then at that time you're just going to have a look, and then after a while they're going to play it. So in that 30 to 40 seconds you're going to have a time. Okay. And I have received okay, thank you for the class, looking forward to the next Friday class. Oh yes, I am looking forward to you all, Fatima, and thank you so much for the class. I really appreciate your efforts. Thank you so much, Rishab. Lovely to have you here, and thank you, ma'am, for teaching us. And you're most welcome. And I'm looking forward to you all to have in my other two more sessions of IELTS. And if the regular classes you are requiring, please leave your queries. And I highly appreciate my students to get into the grammar classes on the regular basis, or thrice or four times a week, to improve their English language. So thank you so much, and I wish you best of luck. And it was a wonderful, communication with you. And have a blessed Ramazan, and Khuda Hafiz.